Counter-Strike 2 has a lot of maps, but on each of them the developers have left something more than just locations for us, the players. Secrets, references, Easter eggs. I've collected 2 of the most interesting secrets from each map. I love creating videos on this topic. And here's a new one. Let's not drag this out for too long. Let's get started. Enjoy. Let's start with the arms race mode. There are only 3 maps in it: baggage, shoots, and pool day. On baggage, we first saw keychains in CS2. The developers left a hint in the operator's room, where you can control the conveyor, which is how they announced a new type of visual item 5 months before the official release of keychains in the game. And yes, this is indeed a Lil Sass texture that can be obtained through the Armory Pass. You can also find stickers on the map, but these are not just decorations. They all refer to the map developers. 25 people from different countries worked on the map. Pool Day is even more interesting. This is a legendary map that dates back to the days of CS 1.6. And here, the secrets are even more global. Until recently, if you opened the last cabinet, you could find a lever inside that teleported the player to the original map from Counter-Strike 1.6. A real super Easter egg, which unfortunately was removed. But hey, if you look at this clock, press the interaction button, you can still get to the old version of the map. Like the developer for taking care of nostalgia. Another secret is related to the vents, ordinary-looking vents. Few people know, but if you throw a grenade into them, it will come out the other side. And it works with all grenades. Moreover, even weapons are subject to the physics of these mines. And sometimes I teleport myself. I fly in from one side, fly out from the other. Shoots brings back fond memories. This is one of the first maps I played when I first downloaded CS.go. It's a bit deprived of Easter eggs, but still has some interesting moments. For example, the stone dragon head, which can also be seen on the baggage, and the ancient minimap on the table. Did you know that you can jump in here? Or was it just me? We move on to the Wingman mode, where there are 2 separate maps, Pelez and Whistle. For me personally, Whistle holds a special place in my heart because of its visual component. It's small, but it hides a few cool secrets. For example, if you look closely at the mailbox, you can see the website address. This address, you will be surprised, leads us to YouTube, namely to the legendary opening of capsules from ohnepixel.
3, 2, 1, tighten holo! Tighten holo! Tighten holo! Tighten holo! Tighten holo! Tighten holo! Tighten. Oh no! What? Oh my god!
If you didn't expect it, please like it. On the train to the left of the T, you can see the nickname of the map developer. I don't even want to talk about the biggest Easter egg on these maps. You know it for sure. On the tape, you can find a trigger that causes a soccer ball. I don't know what it's for, probably nothing, just a soccer ball. This is the only official map where you can see character models. And finally, we move on to competitive mode, where as many as 13 maps are waiting for us. On Dust 2, with the help of NoClip, we can go through the door located on the B pillar and see the text left by the developers, Blue Sky Cyan Sky. This inscription has been here since CS.go. It most likely means only the color of the sky. In Minecraft, there is a painting based on the D-Dust 2 map called Target Successfully Blown Up in honor of Counter-Strike. If you throw 2 high explosive grenades under a car and then set it on fire with a Molotov, the car will be train. There are 2 Volkswagen Golfs on the CT. In one of them, you can hear quite cool music. The map is scattered with references to previous versions. So, for example, you can find 2 monitors with the version of the map from CS 1.6 on, and one of the posters has the version of the map from CSGO. Anubis! In CSGO, if you flew through the door and walked down the hall, you were greeted by a screamer. But in CS2, unfortunately, the developers removed this Easter egg, as well as the giant fish that you could see in the lake before. The 2 pylons are 2 Egyptian symbols. Pylon A is an ancient Egyptian bath, hammam. Pylon B is an Egyptian obelisk, which was previously considered a symbol of the god Ra, the god of the sun and pharaohs. The map has a letter signed by Jess Cliff, a video game designer who created a modification of Half-Life Counter-Strike with me and Left. But in CS2, this signature was removed. In the car, music from Left 4 Dead is playing on the CT. Another nice fan reference. Behind the map is a 1982 Honda Civic. Although the events take place in Morocco, the car has American license plates. By the way, the model is taken from Left 4 Dead 2. Why is it standing here if you can't even see it? And the inscription on the wall translates as Freeman was here, a reference to the main character of the Half-Life universe. In older versions of CSGO, the fan in the apartment made a headshot sound.
Oh, what the fuck? Fucking Jesus.
If you fly off the map through no clip, you can see the stop sign, but something is clearly wrong with it. There are also plenty of secrets here. Near the door, if you listen closely, you can hear a tune that Portal fans will recognize. At the entrance to the restroom, we hear, "Busy?" A small but fun touch. Basalt. In previous versions of the map, if you fly up to the lighthouse, you hear a strange sound and the screen turns to black and white. This is a reference to the horror movie Lighthouse, 2019. There is a magazine in the center of the room where you can see comments from players around the world, a very atmospheric feature from the developer. If you see this, open the case. Trust me. Let's try it. Eden. There is a car with license plates on the map, which is most likely addressed to map haters. There is also a reference to ohnepixel in the form of a jewelry store, Mark & Company. And there are legendary inscriptions on the signs. You can also find a drill, which probably hints at Mark's team. Office. There is a vending machine on the map, and it's not there by chance. In CS 1.6, it was used to climb into the ventilation shaft. In CS.go and CS2, there are no more ventilation shafts, but the vending machine remains. There are 2 more vending machines nearby. Italy. If you hack the mailbox, you will hear the sound of ventilation from the nuke and get a deformed model of the mailbox, a rare feature in CS 2025. Why is it so? When Italy first appeared, postcards were flying out of it, but this greatly reduced FPS, so only the sound and the distorted model were left. There are 2 paintings on the market that show the old CT and the old market. If you hide in a toilet stall on the CT, the terrorists will not touch you. The stall is shown as occupied. And one more, and the last trick for today. Jump off the building more than 100 times and the counter will break. Thank you all very much for watching to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a great motivation for me. See you soon.